What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video, and if you're new, welcome to the herd. Now, a certain individual has come to my attention recently, and they go by the name Keffals online. They used to be a Twitch streamer, but now apparently they're a YouTuber, and they are also one of the biggest transgender activists online, and that's just me telling you who they are. I don't have anything against them. I really don't care. The subject of this video has nothing to do with gender or pronouns or anything like that. The focus of this video is just to discuss, some of the current drama that's been unfolding, and I guess she's been showing herself to be a pretty terrible person. I mean, apparently she stole over $100,000 from people who thought that they were donating for a good cause, when in reality it wasn't for a good cause at all. It was just so that they could get high. And the purpose of this GoFundMe was because, she was crying about being hate crimed by the London Police Department because they misgendered her. See right there, I'm respecting pronouns, but apparently misgendering is hate criming. So they were making this whole big thing about how they were gonna sue. And that was over a year and a half ago. After a year and a half, this GoFundMe is still open. So, I mean, if you guys want to donate, go ahead, shit. And from my understanding, I thought that on GoFundMe, once you reach your goal, like for instance, she set her goal for $100,000. She's at $101,000 right now. I thought that GoFundMe would close after you reach your goal, but apparently it doesn't. And it's pretty interesting that she left it open. She hasn't closed it after reaching her goal, and she hasn't even provided an update on the situation on whether or not she did sue. So all these people that donated, they don't know what happened to their money. They don't know if it went to a good cause or not. And I just saw on Twitter that Mudahar is making a full video covering the situation, and the running theory that everyone has is that this person stole all of this money and used it on drugs because they used to be a drug addict. And if you guys thought that was bad, if you guys thought that stealing $100,000 and using it for drugs was bad, this person used to run a website where they would give hormones to minors to transition without parental consent. And I just know that the internet is probably going to eat me alive for this take, okay? But I'm not afraid to say it. That ain't right. A minor's brain is not fully developed. Your brain isn't even fully developed until like the ages of 25 to 27. I'm not a psych major. That my girlfriend is. But the fact that this person was giving hormones to minors without the parents' knowledge or consent is just absolutely disgusting. You are ruining those children's lives by doing that, by the way. I hope you know, because that is irreversible. When you give these transitioning hormones to like a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old or even a 16-year-old, what happens when they grow up and they end up regretting what they did to their body? What happens when their brain fully develops and they're like, wait, I actually like the way I was before this change, and they just can't change anymore? They're gonna hate themselves so much. They're gonna hate you, and ultimately, that leads to really bad things. And call me transphobic all you want for this. It's not transphobic. I will die on this hill. It is not. That is something that only adults should be able to do. Age 18 and older, and honestly, me personally, age 18, legal adults, but your brain is still not fully developed, so I don't even know if 18-year-olds should do it. That's something for, Congress to decide, but it's pretty cut and dry that, it's not right to do that to minors. So now we get into this video that they dropped a couple days ago called "I Can't Do This Anymore."
Hey everyone, if you've been wondering why you haven't been seeing me on camera recently, it's because I've been going through kind of a dark time. It's been hard to be on camera and to talk about things, but I kind of just want to lay it all out there. If you're unaware, this is the year anniversary, just a bit over a week now, of everything that happened last year, of when I had to go to rehab. And I know I was the butt of a lot of jokes for having to go to rehab, but the honest truth about that was I was in an incredibly dark place. I was so close to losing my life last year because I did not want to be alive anymore, and I was doing every drug that I could find in order to numb that pain, in order to make that feeling go away, because I didn't feel like there was any hope for my future. And when I was in rehab, I proposed to a girl. She lived in Ireland, and I made the decision to move here.
Now, I'm not one to joke about, someone taking their own life. That is something that I take seriously, okay? But this person, most likely took a huge portion of this $100,000 that they, it was supposed to be going to a good cause. They most likely took it and spent it on the drugs that they're talking about in this video that sent them to rehab, that sent them through all this trouble. $100,000, this is not no bottom of the barrel chump change that we're talking here, okay? Yeah, I know, it's sad. You're going through a real rough patch in your life. Life sucks right now, okay? I get it. But that does not change the fact that, this money that was supposed to be going to this movement, you used it on the drugs that sent you to rehab, that caused this stuff, so you still need to be held accountable for all the money that you took from these people who gave it to you because they thought that you were going to be making this change. Yet here you are, you said that you were using every drug possible in the same year that you got all this money. And during this time, your Twitch was dead. You were not making anything. If you were, it was probably just pennies at that. You're not working, and you have $100,000 from the GoFundMe, so where else could this money for the drugs have come from? I mean, how do you expect us to trust you again? It's like giving $100,000 to Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, and you know how that ends if you've seen the show, which you guys really should. It's a really good show.
I wanted a fresh start. I wanted to get away from all of the horrible memories, all of the shattered hopes and broken dreams that I associate with my hometown. Because I know that I'm making a difference. And I know that a lot of people respect me for all of the things I've done.
When you say making a change, giving hormones to children so that they can start transitioning as young as 8 to 10 years old, that's not really the kind of change that, society's really looking to make. Like I said earlier, if you're gonna be giving hormones to anyone, make it adults. Because at least with adults, they understand how life-altering that is. Because children really don't. They don't whatsoever. Who respects you? Name one person that respects you. I mean, I guess, some people in jail might respect you for stealing $100,000 on a GoFundMe and spending it all on drugs for a year. And before I end the video off, there's some unanswered questions that we still need the answers to. Did you ever sue the London Police Department? Because, I mean, you didn't say anything about if you did or not. And it's been over a year. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed and also comment down below letting me know what you thought. Subscribe if you're new to join the herd, and with all that being said, stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you in the next one.